Hey guys, what's up? So today I filmed a little video on this look right here. It's a just a simple eye with wing liner and an orange lip. So the reason that I wanted to do this look is because in my last video that I put up, I used this orange lipstick, but I just kind of like blotted it out. And it looked really good like that, but I also love the color so much that I wanted to like fully apply it like so it can like have its own moment, its full potential, you know what I mean. I love orange lipstick. I love this look. I had a lot of fun. And if you guys want to see how I did this, then just keep on watching. Alright, so first I'm going to start by priming my eyelids with Put a Lid on It by the Balm. I don't use this one very much, but it is like it's very oily. I've noticed with like oily primers like this, it's best to use a little bit of it, because if you use a lot, it can actually do... Hey! Leave it! My dogs are in here, and they're wreaking havoc. I've noticed that with oily primers, it's best to use a little bit of it. Otherwise, it'll do the opposite of what you want it to, and end up making the shadow crease, and like the eyeshadow like move and do bad stuff. So now I'm just going to set that with just a matte skin tone shade, and I'm using of course I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette and like a flat shader brush. I'm using the shade Tempera. Just setting my lid with that. Go ahead and do the other side. I hit pan. I'm really sad. I've hit pan on 2 shades in this palette now. I've hit pan on Tempera and on Love Letter. And it's really upsetting. So just go ahead and put just a medium brown kind of shade. I'm using Milk Chocolate from the Chocolate Bar palette by Too Faced. Go ahead and do the other eye. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy brush, and this is really sad. Do you see this? It's wiggly. This is... oh. I'm gonna have to super glue this later. Alright, so I'm just taking Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette and just putting that in the crease, and I'm just focusing that in the smaller area. And then I'm going to go back with that other brush and blend it out. Just making sure that there aren't any harsh lines or anything like that. Sorry, the lighting kind of sucks. I decided to film today at like the absolute worst time. So I have one of my curtains closed because the sun is like too bright. And I'm gonna blend that out. And now I'm going back in with the Milk Chocolate shade, and I'm just going to kind of put that over top to just help make sure that there aren't any harsh lines, and then it blends seamlessly. So for the lid, I'm going to go into my Lorac Gold Unzipped palette, and I'm going to take the shade Unlocked. It's just like a white gold kind of shade. And these are so pigmented, like especially when you use your finger. Oh, they just look really nice. They have like a really smooth texture. They actually work really well as highlighters too. I used to use them like that all the time. Just packing that on the lid with my finger. And then going back with this big blending brush. Just making sure that the crease doesn't get any of the sheen in there. Okay, so now I'm going to... what am I going to do? Let's do eyeliner. But this time I can get it in shot. So we have one eye done. Go ahead and do the other eye. Alright, so now that we have the liner done, I'm going to go ahead and do the face makeup. And I'm probably not going to talk about this because I don't really, like, I don't know, it takes me a really long time, not a long time, but it takes up a lot of video time to, like, do face makeup. So I'm just going to kind of just do it and speed it up, and all the products will be linked in the description. Okay, so now I'm going to set my face with the Tarte. It's like Tarte powder or something. Hold on. Honestly, I don't really like using powder, but with this foundation and concealer, I do have to set it. Both of them were the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and concealer. But the reason that I don't like to set my face is because I have really dry skin. So a lot of times, when I set my face, the foundation, it'll make the foundation kind of cling, which I'm not really a fan of, but you know how it is. So now I'm going to contour, and I'm taking the Lorac Unzipped palette. I'm using the shade Unwind. It's like a cool toned brown. I use eyeshadows to contour a lot, actually. I don't know, like, I can find shades that match my skin tone better in eyeshadow palettes than I actually do in, like, bronzers in contour palettes, because it's easier to find, personally, it's easier to find, like, cooler shades in eyeshadow palettes than it is to find them like as actual contour shades, which kind of is pretty irritating. So I can't tell if this looks really strong on camera, but if it does, it doesn't look that strong in real life, I promise. So I'm just taking this under the jaw. Like so. Blend that double chin away. I'm gonna take the Hoola bronzer, or not Hoola, oh my gosh, the Bahama Mama bronzer. I'm just kind of gonna blend that sort of where blush would go. Put on my temples. Just to kind of warm up the face a little bit. Also, I don't like putting cool tones on my temples. Alright. Cool. So now I'm gonna do brows. Now, I've never actually used the brush that the Ka-Brow comes with, so I think I'm gonna... Oh, there's glitter in there. There's like glitter on this brush. Hold on. You know what? I'm just not gonna bother. Whatever. I'm just gonna use my regular NYX brow brush. It's brush number 18. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows. Just go ahead and fill in the other one. Alright, so now that brows are done, we're going to finish up the eyes. This is so out of order. I do everything so out of order, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to take this Anastasia brush that came with the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to go back into the chocolate bar palette and I'm going to take milk chocolate. Just go ahead and blend this on the lower lash line. I'm just going to take the other end and blend that out. And now I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette and I'm going to take another similarly shaped brush. Actually no, I'm just going to take this little pencil brush that I have. It's like a really crappy brand. It's not even like I don't even know what brand it is. Just going to blend this here. Just add some more depth. And we're going to take a fluffy brush. And once again, just blend that out. Alright. So now we're going to take my NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk and just put this in the waterline. And now I'm going to go in with some mascara. I'm going to take the Benefit Roller Lash and just put some mascara on. And now I'm gonna take that pencil brush again, dust off all the dark brown that was there. I'm gonna take some of Mary Luminizer and just put that on the inner corner. I'm also gonna put that on the brow bone. Alright, I'm gonna take some blush. I'm taking the, actually gonna use this Tarte blush. It's in the shade Vibrant. It's like a peachy kind of color. But I'm just gonna take this brush here. And then blend that out with this big brush. Cute. Alright. So now, for a little fun part, I'm going to take this little tiny brush right here. I'm going to take the Cabral from Benefit. I'm just kind of darken up my freckles a little bit. Just because why not? I love freckles. And then I'm gonna just go over that with this beauty blender. Just to blend them in a little bit so they look more natural. So here's how they look. Alright, so now we're gonna highlight, and I'm taking my Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone. I just got this recently. Oh, I love it. It's so good. I feel like I have a problem. But like, look at that. I can't. It makes my skin look friggin' wet or something. It's so good. I can't stop putting it on. Honestly, making makeup tutorials is just an excuse to put highlighter on. Let's be real here. I'm not fooling anybody. Look at this. I have a problem. It's like, it's never enough. Put some here. Some all over my body. Is there like a support group for this? Like, I don't even know what that would be called, but I need to stop. I can't. Alright, I'm done, That's enough. Okay. So now on to the main event. The whole reason that I wanted to do this look in the first place, because of this orange lipstick by NYX. This is the NYX Butter lipstick, yeah, in the shade Hot Tamale, and it's so orange.
restless soul, a diamond